You know
So, as far as yourself, you know, we were at stripping and rehab. Rehab is first. So you were 16 when you moved. When you moved, and then you say you got out of rehab at 20. So that's 4 years.
I was not in rehab for 4 years.
No, you got out when you were 20 though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened from in those 4 years, if you could summarize that drove you to rehab?
I was pretty sad. I mean, like, when I stopped riding, I also like lost like a family. Like, I guess like I was never close to my dad. Like that side, it was like we lived with my mom growing up. We had like she took care of us the most, and so my dad kind of just went out and like did his own thing, and he was still like there. Like he never like left, but like it was just I didn't have a relationship with him, and so when I was with my mom, it was like me and her girlfriend at the time.
Your mom, and her girlfriend.
Yeah, she switched teams.
Okay.
At one point in my life.
Okay, so at what age was that?
That was actually when I was 16. It was my trainer too.
So all this happened at 16.
Yeah. So like when that ended, right? Like when the court case happened, all that shit. That like little family that was like we started basically when I was like 9-10 all the way up until I was like 16. That's like a long time. That's like the most.
So how was that adjustment going from like, all right?
I mean, she totally like abandoned me. Like she totally.
When she got a girlfriend.
No, my mom. So she was together, and that stepmom was like my mom. Was like I thought that like. That was family. Like to me, like my dad was wherever he was, but like to me, like that was forever, you know?
Yeah.
Like she's like that's blood to me. And that's like how much I loved her. Cause she was also my trainer. That's some fucked up shit. So just like my trainer and like my trainer and my stepmom. And so that was like I put everything into her. Like she was my mentor completely.
Was she the one mean to you though?
That's a complicated question. It's a really complicated question. But anyways, that happened, right? So once that was over, it was a few years, and then after that, I was so like just really hurt. I was pretty heartbroken. I had lost like everything. Like my whole life, I was like, oh, like I'm Alyssa. I ride horses, and I'm going to be a professional. That was it. Like that was it. Every day I was at school. I don't fucking do schoolwork. I was like there.
But when you stopped, because
then that turned into nothing.
And that is what stressed you out.
I couldn't adjust. Like I remember, like I was used to working every day, so I would go home and I'm like, what? Like we watch TV, we like do our homework, and then we like do nothing. And I didn't have like friends, right? Because I came out of like that, and I went to a new school as a sophomore, and everyone fucking hates you when you're new. And a sophomore, everyone's really fucking mean. Because I was never like, I was like bullied because I was always like in the mix, but not like, if that makes sense. Like I would.
That's like, the second time you said that, in the mix, but not. So you gotta make that make sense. So make it make more sense.
Okay, like. I went into a new school with no friends, and I'm already like just weird, and so I went there and I immediately like started making friends with everybody. I knew all the boys, mostly just the boys, and I did not know a lot of the girls, and the girls who did know me did not fuck with me, and I was wilding. I was going a little crazy, and I pissed off a lot of people, and because I pissed off a lot of people, and because I wasn't like, you know, I was going through a phase, it was rough. I just got a lot of hate from a lot of people. Like I remember everyone.
But you got hate. You said you were wild and going crazy. So what is that?
That was me. Like I was so alone when all this shit happened. Like when all this crazy shit happened. And I was really desperate to like have somebody, because like neither of my parents were there. Like they were there, but they weren't there. Like my mom like just got into AA herself.
Oh shit! Now cool off, baby.
That felt good.
That felt good.
It did feel good.
Oh, that's funny.
100 degrees in this room, and that actually felt amazing.
Oh yes, she needed that. So you know, all right.
I did not laugh while I'm drinking it.
All right, so